Okay, for this one, I'm going to be doing a cartoon vampire. Not as cute as the skeleton, but still pretty cute. A little bit more detail. And so, for this one, keeping my body loose, pencil loose in my hand, I'm going to draw a large circle for the head. So find that shape, pull it out. Remember, keep it soft so you can erase things when you need to. Okay. Once I have that, I'm going to find right where the middle is and come a little bit below. All right, so I'm in the bottom half here in the middle. So here's the center. I'm a little bit below there. I'm going to add a V shape. That's going to be for my vampire's nose. Then on either side of that V, I'm going to draw a large circle for his eyes, keeping the lines pretty soft. I'm going to cut across the top of that circle with a diagonal line coming in and add a curve mark for his brow. Same thing on the other side. You can vary this up. If you don't want him to be looking angry, you can change the direction of this any way you like. Inside that, I'm going to add another circle, touching right against the top of that eyelid. And if you want, you can add a shine mark in there or just leave it blank. I'll darken those in later. Underneath this, I'm going to give him a soft curve that comes from one eye to the other and pass a slightly deeper curve underneath. Inside, add a couple of small triangles for his teeth and another curve for the tongue. I'll end up darkening in that space as well later on. If you want, you can even add a couple of dimples to the side. I'm going to come outside the eye, so right outside the eye, and bring a diagonal line out, away from the head, and then, depending on how long you want your vampire ears to be, and then a curved line back under, adjacent to where the mouth is. So the top starts by the eye, the bottom starts by the mouth, or ends by the mouth. Repeat on the other side. Let's see, about that long. I'm going to come down here and bring my curve underneath. Oh, that's a little. I'm going to tweak them as I go. Close enough. To get the inside of the ear, I'll draw a parallel line with the top of the ear and then a little bit of a bump. That's just a quick and easy way to do the inside of an ear. Like a check and a bump. I'm going to give my guy some old school hair, old style vampire. If you want to leave him bald, make him look creepy, you can do it that way. I'm going to draw a V shape right in the top, and then from the top end of the V, I'm going to bring that down to the side on either side. And this will be blackened in after to make him look like an old school vampire. After that, I'm going to start drawing his body and suit. I'm going to give him thinking like Bram Stoker style Dracula. So I'm going to draw a very wide V shape. This is going to be for a collar that goes around him. And from the top of the V, I'm going to bring in a curve on either side to the head. If you want to add any sort of emblem or little buttony type of thing, they'll keep a clasp. That's what we're looking for, a clasp there. I put a little skull, but you can put spider, a cross, anything you like. Now I'm going to draw the body. To draw the body, I'm going to bring down 3 vertical lines. One on either side of the width of the head, and then one from the center. All roughly the same length. A little bit shorter. I don't want to go too long. So some short lines. Then I'm going to bring a V shape to connect the end of each of those lines, making a vest for our vampire with 2 buttons with circles on either side. Doesn't matter which side you choose. Now I'm ready to add the legs. I'll bring another vertical line down from just inside the vest, a line across, so kind of like an L shape. L's here, and then a upside down V in between them to separate the legs into pants. from either side of the bottom, a pointy curve out to give him some sharp shoes. So he's looking pretty good so far. Came together pretty quickly. From here, I'm going to draw my arms. I'm going to bring from where the collar and the body meet, bring a curved line out, come a little bit down the body, and bring another curved line. Keep them kind of short. I'm going to draw a curve across the bottom of the end of that line, and another curve with a small circle. That's for the cuff. And then for the hand, I'm going to make his hand clenching. So to do that, I'm going to use spiral shapes. I'll start by drawing the thumb, which is going to come from the top, and it's going to come up and around and wrap back into itself, but then stop. So you can see that's kind of like a spiral. It looks almost like what they call a fiddlehead fern. So it's like a spiral, but not a round one. It's more like an oval spiral. From the end here, I'm going to do that same process, come out long and bring my spiral around in and stop. I'm going to repeat that same process, jumping down a little bit to start the next finger, right? So comes around, and just connect the hand back in. If you want to add some fingernails, you can add some fingernails on the end of the fingers, just little half oval shapes. Repeating the same process on the other side. Curved line out from the shoulder, another curve underneath, two curves for the, I guess that should come out there, for the collar of the shirt, the cuff of the shirt. Thumb's going to be up on the top side, so I'm going to bring my half a spiral over there. Repeat the same process. That spiral shape, and then some nails, and looking good. The last thing I'm going to do to add to my vampire is I'm going to give him a cape. You can either start up here, or I'm going to just come underneath the arm, bring a curved line down, and then a curved line into the leg. If your cape passes in that space in between the legs, you'll have to draw another curve there, and repeat on the other side. Curved line down, or just a diagonal, with a curve turning into the body there. Once I've gotten that, I can start shading things in and trace them. So it looks something like this. Every time you do it, it's going to look a little bit different. And if there's any modifications or changes you want to make along the way, feel free to make them. After this, I can add some color or background to complete my drawing. Good luck.